interview is an interview with Josina Anderson of ESPN. But insists that nothing can come between him and his teammates. But Lil Wayne might not be making things easier for Odell. Backlash to the interview.
My man Odell Beckham JR is taking a lot of flack, taking a lot of heat about this interview him and I done. I've been hearing things like if he wants to be he as in Odell, if Odell wants to be taken seriously, why would he do an interview with Lil Wayne sitting next to him? I think you as in all of y'all just a little bit upset that it's not y'all who can get somebody with a #1 album, thank God, and one of the greats of the NFL to sit down in a room together and get on camera and get such a great interview.
All right, Marcellus. Odell has invited the circus to the Giants. The circus is here. He thinks it's bringing the team together. Do you agree?
No, you ain't off the hook. The elephant in the room. Lil Wayne talking to you. Lil Wayne talking to you because you exactly came on this show with those words saying, what is Lil Wayne doing in an interview with Odell if he going to be taken seriously? Did you not?
I did say that.
Okay. Now, what you got to say to Tunchi? Say this something to Tunchi. Go down. I dare you.
Look, Lil Wayne is not a football player. And he ain't letting Odell do guest verses on the Carter 5, 6, 7, 8, or whatever. So
Right. All right. Let me answer the question, I guess. Will it galvanize this team? I think so. One, because he's stirring the pot. But the pot is not empty. This is a talented roster. This is a defense that used to be really good in recent... Hey, it's still in there in that DNA. You need your receiver, a true #1, and you need your running back. And boy, do they have them a young star back there. So all they need is Eli Manning to show me something, live up to some of your last name. But that's the problem. But by stirring the pot, thank you, baby, strong. Strong. But by stirring the pot, I think that we saw the first response, best game for him in 2 years, and the most points that they scored in 2 years. I think so.
No way. It's selfish by him. First of all, the defense ain't no good. And then the second thing is they got a good running back. Yep. They got a good wide receiver. The quarterback is shell-shocked. He's scary. True. And they don't have a head coach with leadership skills. So this team won't be galvanized by this. This is just a sign of his selfishness. He went into that interview, and if you count the many times he said, it's over at least 20. So was it about him or the Giants? Greg?
Look, the only people mad at you for speaking the truth are those who are living a lie. You are living a lie right now. Let me tell you something. Eli Manning is he never outright said anything negative towards Eli Manning, which he could have. He could have clearly said, yeah, he's a problem. Everybody sees it. We go into the film room. We watch film together. We all in there.
For a second. Let me stop you for a second. Does Marcellus need to announce that I'm overweight, or is it evident? So nobody needs to call out Eli, man.
Yeah. Don't get a bullseye in here. Don't hit it bullseye.
Let me tell you why. Because there's in the locker room, you have guys who you feel like can say things and can promote change or stir up change. Like you said, stir the pot. Yeah. Everybody's not that guy. But in the locker room, if there's an issue, you looking at the guy like, come on, man, you got to go to coach and tell him that. There's an issue, you looking at the guy like, come on, man, you got to go to coach and tell him that. You got to go in there and you got to say something or nothing's going to happen.
And that's the experience.
Yes, that's the life. And for those who are going to say, well, why didn't he say something to Eli? Look, Eli Manning got benched last year. Did anything on Eli Manning's face change? Did his disposition change? Did his play change when he came back in? Nope. So what good is that going to do? Nothing.
That's why I say he's shell-shocked. But my point with OBJ is he's talked about how much better they played last week, but they still hung up an L. The difference is he got his yardage. So
and he's the kind of guy
that can lose a game, get his yards, and be happy.
Wait a minute.
No.
Don't do that. No.
That's what it is.
They haven't
That's
scored
what it
30 points in 2 years, and then they finally scored.
They lost, Marcel.
He ain't had 100 yards in 2 years.
Are we talking about the results or are we talking about the process? And he's stirring up something to say, I need y'all to be more competitive, and you need to stop calling them selfish for this reason.
selfish.
Okay, old school players always talking about selfish, but selfless and
just got paid.
Selfless and selfish have one thing in common: self. We all out there trying to get this, and I'm trying to get this in process of us getting this. You know what the problem is? You've been there before. I've been that guy who has said something that was really the voices of 51 other dudes in there.
I've done it on every team I've been on.
Right, so why is he selfish when he does it, but you weren't when you did it?
Because he needs to go tell the coach that. Don't tell the media that, or don't tell people in the media that. Go directly to. I went to Bill Parcells. I went to Don Shula. I went to Bill Belichick. I went to Jim Haslett. I went to Dave Wannstedt. My head coaches, when I was made captain, I had to make some choices that were against the organization, and there were some choices against the locker room. I had to sit in there and say, what do you guys want me to do? Is this more important or is this more important? I had to fight those fights because I was the guy that was going to the office on every team I've been on. None of them. Don Shula and Bill Parcells, and we'd have some knockdown dragouts. And at the end of the conversation, I love you, let's go back to work, this is the way it's going to be.
The reason why I disagree is because if Odell Beckham says anything, it's this receiver diva, oh, he's selfish. Aaron Rodgers just said something about his own head coach in a press conference. Is he selfish or was he trying to get a point across?
Well, I
Exactly.
would say he's selfish.
He was trying to get a point across.
That stuff don't come out the locker room. That stuff stays in the locker
In
room.
a press
and you go tell the head
conference,
coach.
was Aaron Rodgers next to Kenny Chesney or Bon Jovi or anybody?
But
he was in a press conference talking football with football people.
No, but
Danica
was waiting in the parking lot. Danica was waiting in the parking lot, right?
Exactly.
Coming up, Marcellus will take us through the best plays from the Big Ben across football. That dude's dudes.
If a dirty CPAP is making you sick, you're not